to take a spoil, and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, and dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba and Dedan, and the merchants of Tarshish, with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Therefore, verse 14, therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto Gog, Thus saith the Lord power, In that day when my people of Israel dwelleth safely, shalt thou not know it? And thou shalt come forth from thy place out of the north parts. Now
this is talking about, this is twofold. That was talking about in the past when the Babylonians came in and destroyed Israel. But now this is twofold. It's talking about in the future the land of Israel now, because the people in the land of Israel are not the people of the Lord. Okay, go ahead.
And thou shalt come from the place from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land.
And that's what they did. And the Edomites was involved in that. When you go to Obadiah, the 10th verse, it tells you about that. Go ahead.
It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee.
It shall be in the latter days. So now it's bringing it up to date. So who's over there in the land of Israel? Even though you got some knucklehead Israelites over there right now, they're going to be destroyed, because when you become a citizen of Israel, you have to join the military. The men have to join the military. So them knucklehead niggas is fighting side by side with them damn Edomites. Go ahead.
And I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Thus saith the Lord power, Art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against them? And it shall come to pass at that same time, when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord power, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
That wasn't talking about the past like he was just reading. It's talking about right now. Because you got a bunch of devils down there in the land of Israel and in America, all right? Now to show you that all these prophecies that took place on us when we got jacked up, now these same prophecies apply to Esau now. Like, for example, when you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, that happened to Israel, but all those prophecies are going to happen on Esau. They're going to be shipped back and forth in ships. It tells you that in the book of Isaiah. It speaks about the ships of Tarshish. All right? We don't got to go to that. But let's go from there to Lamentation 4, verses 19 to verse 22.
Lamentations 4:19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued.
Who persecuted us? The so-called white man, right? It said that they're swifter than the eagles from heaven, right? Of heaven. So what's the symbol of the so-called white man in America? The eagle. What was the symbol of the Greeks, the Romans, the eagle? Go ahead.
It says, they pursued us upon the mountains. They laid waste for us. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
And that's what's happening right now, man. All these scandals coming out. Go ahead.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Our punishment is completed. All right. The Most High is taking a shed. He's loosening the opening the house of the prisoner right now. So now all this hell that we went through, we're at the end of this hell. We're at the end of hardcore slavery. All right. We're at the end of Esau being over us. Now it's your turn. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
So now, like I said, Anything that apply in the Bible that applied to us now applies to you Edomites, man. Okay? All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which
Because they were on us, now they're going to be on you. Go ahead.
And on them which hate thee, which persecuted thee.
That's plain, straight to the point. Now let's go from there to Ezekiel, the 5th chapter, the 8th verse down to the end. Ezekiel 5, verses 8 on down. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 5 and 8. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, I, even I am thee, Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, I, even I am against thee, and will execute judgment in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations. And
Yeah, the whole world's gonna see it, man. When you go down, the whole world it's gonna be televised. It's gonna be Twitterized. it's gonna be on YouTube. Well, YouTube is in America, so we don't know if YouTube is gonna be on YouTube. All right, it's gonna be on your blogs. Okay, it's gonna be on. No. What do you mean CNN ain't gonna be around? CNN gonna be a part of the news. The BBC and the Euro News, and Al Jazeera. Okay, go ahead.
it says, and I will do in thee that which I have not done.
Hey, that you gonna get it, man. You gonna get it. Read that again from the top, the 8th verse.
Therefore thus saith the Lord.
All you Uncle Tom Israelites, you gonna get it too. Go ahead.
Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, I, even I, am against thee, and I will execute judgments in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations, and I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all.
You ain't gonna have it, because once the Most High destroys this place, he don't gotta do it no more. Go ahead. You ever, as a kid, you ever got an ass whipping so bad that you said, I'm never gonna do nothing no more again in front of my father, not your mother, because you can get away with an ass whipping. Your mother couldn't hit hard enough, man. You laugh at it, but your father, man, see that he gave you that at all them different the record of all the ass whippings that you got. You always got one that straighten your ass up, man. He ain't have to whip your ass no more ever again in life. So that's what the Most High gonna do to America. He gonna whip your ass. Go ahead.
And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thine abominations.
Because of all you fucking faggots. Final solution. But being damn faggots, being lesbians, all this not pedophiles. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee.
Hey, you gonna commit? Well, if you go back to right before they brought the slaves over here, when you read about American history, there was a time, I believe it was the 1600s, before you bought the bulk of the slaves. I had a history book on that years ago, and they said cannibalism was big in the States right before the slaves came. They were doing bad in certain areas in America. And you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it again. That's in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. It says that you're gonna go back to eating your babies. All right, go ahead.
It says,
so cannibalism is coming back. Go ahead.
Therefore, the father shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall.
And that's literal. It happened before. It happened to us among Israel during the time of the Romans. Talking about there's good Romans, they set it up where we had to eat our children, man. Commit cannibalism. And that happened in the history of Israel too. Go ahead.
And the sons shall eat their fathers. And
so you white people, you're going to eat yourself. Go ahead. That's going to be the new thing. Go ahead.
And I will execute judgment in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. Wherefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things, and with all thine abominations.
The sanctuary is us, man. You mess us up. You set up commercials where you sell us bacon, lettuce, and cheeseburgers, bacon this and McRib sandwiches, man. And you cause us to go to church on Sundays to really worship the sun god. Go ahead.
Therefore will I also diminish thee.
The reason why Jake don't know that he's an Israelite, because you Edomites taught them that they were African Americans, that they were black, that they were anything. You can be in this country. You can have any. You can be under any religion. You can be Islamic. You know. You can be. You can worship Buddha. And then in the Christianity, you have all these different religions, man. All these different factions of Christianity. You can be an atheist. You can be a witch and set up a coven and get a charter from the government, man. Get a 501c3 status from the government. So this is the great land of confusion. This is why we call this Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
Therefore will I also diminish thee. Neither shall my...
So the Most High is diminishing you right now. You're being diminished. He's taking you out little by little. Go ahead.
Neither shall mine eye spare, neither will I have any pity.
Most High ain't gonna have no pity on you damn devils and you people in America. The ones of you Israelites, 2/3 that haven't woken up, we ain't gonna have no pity. We ain't even teaching you right now, man. If you come up and you ain't sure about it, I said, you know what, I'll talk to Shalom, brother. I'll talk to you later. All right? When you come up to us and we tell you the truth, you better have your eyes open, your mind open for this truth, and don't buck up against this truth, man. Because we ain't gonna talk to you, man. I'm not gonna fight to get you to get this truth. We've been doing that. We just bring. This is for the believers, man. We're on the stage now where this is only for the believers, the 1/3. Fuck the 2/3, man. Go ahead.
A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with famine, and shall they be consumed in the midst of thee. And a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee. And I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus,
right, that sword, that sword represents those missiles. Go ahead.
Thus shall mine anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted.
The Most High said he's going to cause his fury to rest upon them. When you rest upon something, that means you sit on something. So that fury's going to rest. Like you sit down for a while, you're going to watch a good movie, you're going to be there for a while. Get comfy, right? Get comfortable. So the Most High is going to get comfortable on putting his fury on you, man. He's going to rest. Read it again.
Thus shall my anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them.
So it's going to stay on you. Go ahead.
And I will be comforted. And they shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it in my zeal, when I have accomplished my fury in them. Moreover, I will make thee waste, and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee.
Because everybody's going to know, man. It's going to be worldwide. Everybody's going to know when America's destroyed. When they say, you see that smoke? You see it way over there? That's America being burnt up by the missiles that were shot on them. Go ahead.
It says, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee.
Look up the word taunt. Give me the verse in scripture. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 5:15. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it.
That's it. All right, go ahead.
It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil